Water down.
So for this episode, we're going to be talking about our friends, our pals, our homies, our amigos.
All of them.
Let's get into it.
Friendships are complicated. It's not something that's very simple. They're ever evolving. They're changing. You're graduating from high school. I'm in college. I feel like my friend groups have changed so much over the years, and we're going to unpack that. Now, we're talking about you stepping away from high school and your OG, groups and all that, and now you're venturing into new places. Everybody's going to different places, different colleges. How do you feel about your friendships kind of spreading out now?
So I've been graduating high school. I've kind of realized that I'm gonna have some people that I keep up with, some people I don't keep up with, and I think I've accepted that a little bit because I've been in the same area for the last 18 years now. So I've known this area, I've known these people and stuff like that. But you gotta move on eventually, and I think I'm comfortable with that because I've outgrown some people that have graduated before me. So I've had quote unquote friendship breakups, and it's kind of sad, not gonna lie, it did hurt, but it made me realize that we have these relationships for a season, and the season was that school year or those couple of school years, and it kind of just dragged on, and I realized okay, we gotta cut this out at one point.
Right. And I think another thing you realize is the whole, you were just a school friend. I thought we were homies, and you were just a school friend. I think quarantine, COVID time taught me that, because when I was on campus, I knew everyone. It was popping. As soon as we got away, I realized, wow, I only talk to you if I see you in this area. And it's all love. There's no love lost. It's just you realize, wow.
We were phones and blowing up with their name. You don't see them, and it's okay, I'll talk to you. Is that okay? Is that not okay?
Right.
Most of the time it's okay, because still be awesome school friends. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You love me the same.
And it's reciprocated too.
Yeah, they know. Did you ever reach out to those people eventually? Say, hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up?
Respectfully, I'm not the person to kind of go backwards. I feel like once that season has passed, I kind of move on. But sometimes when there are people that I'm wait, I really, really like them, and I just forgot I did. I simply forgot. I'll reach out and be how are you doing? How's the family? How's the kids? How's the husband? I don't know. And I'll just how are you doing? But usually it's crazy how you think you're in high school and these people are gonna be your homies for life, literally your ride or dies, and then you grow up and it's that's crazy. That's crazy. So okay, so there is a season where you kind of move on from those people. What are some instances in which you felt that way?
So I don't want to say names because I think that's very awkward. But somebody that I met, actually not through school, there was some program I was in and stuff like that. Eventually I felt either our interests changed, stuff that we used to connect on just wasn't really there anymore. And I'm okay, I think you only text me because it's what we're comfortable with. I always text you during X, Y, and Z hours, so you do that constantly. It's just you ain't got to, it's okay. I don't know their perspective. I know I definitely felt okay, this kind of ran its course, but I had to text them hey bruh, love you, but
Stop. Britnee has a actual friendship.
No, don't say that.
Oh!
I had to hit him up hey, love you, but it's kind of awkward. I think it wasn't weird after that because we just didn't communicate after that. But they usually understand okay, I don't want to put effort into it anymore when it's not needed. So it just stopped, and it kind of hurt because though I wanted the constant communication, which was kind of pointless. I wanted to stop or whatever, but when it did stop, I'm oh, you serious?
Yeah.
I initiated it, but then I kind of felt dang. But it was for the best, and I think that's okay.
So you're saying that the communication that you guys had prior, it was just you were literally just talking to talk, but the relationship was meaningless.
Nothing progressed in the relationship, nothing.
And that's the craziest part about outgrowing your friendships. You become these different people, especially when you're apart for a while. like you become different people and you have to relearn each other, and sometimes you're just not aligned anymore, and that's okay, and you have to be okay with that. I feel like most to all of my friendship breakups, literally we just weren't on the same page anymore. Like I was like, okay, well I'm a creative doing this, and they were like, I'm going into what like
Marketing.
STEM. You know, that whole thing. They literally were doing a whole different thing, and we just weren't online, and so we like our interests started to fall off, our friend groups changed, and then we realized, oh well,
Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Another thing I want to mention about friendship breakups, not all of them are all sweet and cute and understanding and stuff like that. You have these real trifling folk that talk about you afterwards. They stop the communication like you want to, but then they're very mean afterwards, and it's kind of like, okay, this is kind of why I cut it off. And I'll still like, I'll cry about the situation, I rant to people, I'd be upset about it, and it's needed that the friendship stop, but it's like, dang, you did me wrong.
Right. Speaking on what you said about like, you know, being the nice person out of the duo or whatever group you're in, and being like the decent person, and then you're surrounded by people who, they're not there. They're not there. The universe loves to use me for character development. I talk about this all the time. And I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And now I feel like for once in my life, I have a very small group of friends that I absolutely adore. And that's all I need right now. And I love meeting new people. I'm such a social person. But like, I only need that group, and it's just fun to meet people along the way and become acquaintances and, you know, hang with people and things like that. But I don't need no more ride or dies, because I'm sick of being used for character development.
No, that sounds like when God gives his strongest battle. He gives his hardest battles to the strongest soldier. You're a strong soldier. You don't like it? It's your task. It's for a reason.
It's crazy. I just said that because I think some other people could be able to relate to that.
To kind of bounce off of what you were saying about, I guess, having just a small, tight group and stuff like that, I want to talk about the unsung rule of having only one best friend, because that is, it might seem cool to be like, oh yeah, that's my one homie and stuff like that, but not one person can provide everything you need in a friendship.
No.
Like, my friend group is very diverse, and I have some people that I know that definitely, if I need advice for creative stuff, I'm hitting you up. If I need motivation in life because I don't know what's happening, I'm gonna hit you up. If I just need a person that is gonna be a fun time, they wanna go out and do something, you're there and stuff like that. So it's okay to have more than one person around you that can feed into you, because not everybody can provide that one thing you need. That makes sense.
No, it completely makes sense. I feel it's a bit juvenile to be like, no, you're my best friend, and I've gone through that, and it's very uncomfortable, because I'm like,
You're my person.
right, no,
That's it.
I think it's beautiful that there's over 7 billion people on this earth, and you can get closer to more than one person. Like, that makes sense.
When you think about the numbers,
Yeah,
the
like-
math is math.
Right!
I don't know. I really don't know. Am I happy today?
Moving back to the little breakup bit, popular opinion, friendship breakups hurt worse than an actual relationship breakup. Bro, tell me why. Like, I feel like the one time I lost a friend that was like actually dear, like very, very dear to me, because I be getting over people quick. But this one, I'm playing sad music, I'm crying, like it hurts so much worse. And somebody, oh, I'm so sorry.
No. Can we say what song? But I know exactly what song I'm thinking.
What
of.
song?
Haircut by Ryan Betty. I can't even quote it. But I remember listening to that. I'm like, dang, you did me so wrong. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, this hurts a lot.
Right, and
What
especially
song?
when it's like not on you. It's like totally like, you know, it's just circumstances, things
Maybe
happen.
it is on me. Maybe I'm the problem.
No, because
Not in this situation though.
I have to evaluate that, because sometimes I'm like, am I the problem? But no, how do I end up with these people? But it's so crazy. But that's why you have to be careful with your relationships. You don't want to surround yourself with people who aren't matching your caliber of energy. Like, because then you'll be in situations where people think they can kind of walk all over you, or don't respect you the same way that you respect them. That's probably the worst hurt, when like you genuinely don't mean to hurt someone, or you never want to be that Friendships can be very complicated, but also very rewarding when you're with the right people. So remember, like we said in the first episode, if you haven't seen it, just attract the people you want in your life. Don't chase it. The right people are gonna come to you and you're gonna have a very good, or at least the best experience you can have in this life. That's what I would hope. When you're matching energy, you're straight vibes, you're just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. Yeah.
I think that was a good round.
That's the end.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today on this episode of Water Down.
Woo!
Yay.
We'll see you next week on Water Down Wednesday.
Awesome.
Hey.
Okay. My father.
Go. You won that one.
How did you?
Oh. Y'all shoot rocket launch. Alright, A-wire.
Who would say A-wire?
Yeah, who would say that?
Oh. Spell it.
No.
Spell it. Are we talking about the same word?
A-W-R-Y.
She was pronouncing the word awry as haywire.
That's you're spelling the same thing.
Yeah. It's awry.
Y'all going A-wire. Like,
She's graduating from high school.
no. Like, no, I promise you, like, you're going A-wire. Like, awry? Like,
I don't think we got the same definitions in our head.
finish the episode so we can look.